We've got a brand new single that we're going to be playing a little bit later on in the show. Is this the only new track we should be expecting for some time, or is there more on the way?
There is more on the way. This will be the first of many. We're back in the studio in May.
Oh, so fantastic.
Once we've done the tour, what's that, like just over a week now, isn't it?
That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Is it next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not this week coming, the week after.
Yeah,
the 11th we start that. We don't even know when we're going. It's always good, isn't it? So after we've done the tour and that, this year we're going to be focusing on getting more songs out, because I feel like last year we did too much gigging and not enough content, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we need to sort of like get the balance right this year and like hit it really hard with the new tunes and stuff.
Oh, fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the tour as well. I've got one of your slightly older tracks now. I've got Made that I'm going to be playing in just a couple of minutes. But do you think you'd be able to tell me a little bit about this song, how it was made?
Pardon the pun? No. Well, Made was one of the first sort of ones we got Hodgie in on, because that was around the time Hodge joined the band. So I was like, we had it written ages and ages ago when we were a three-piece, and that's always been like the last song we play live.
Okay.
So we kind of wanted to bring it out so everyone knew that was the last song, to like sort of get the words in their head and like know what it's all about.
I had you guys in the studio when he joined the band, didn't I?
Yeah,
you didn't tell me that you had a new member.
No.
And he showed up, and I was
like,
long back pain there with Too Much Nonsense, taken from their album that came out last year, Picnic on the Moon.
I don't think there'd be too much atmosphere up there.
Oh.
Hey! Fantastic.
Oh.
That's why you're here, Andy.
Oh, yes.
That's why we bring
100%.
At least they got free cheese up there.
Hey!
Oh, God.
I don't really know what else to say about that, so I'm just going to dive in, and I want to talk about your tour stuff. So you've got a big tour coming up.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes.
Starting on the 11th for the Brickmakers.
Yes, 11th of March. Norwich on the Monday, Brickmakers, like you say. Tuesday is in Northwich. You've got it up, haven't you? You're testing my knowledge, aren't you? All right, Salty Dog, Northwich on the Tuesday. Then Wednesday we're in Sheffield at West Street Live. Thursday, Filthy's in Newcastle, and then Friday we're at Percy's in Whitchurch.
Oh, fantastic. Have you done many gigs up north before?
Well, our last tour was, I think, 4 out of 5 of those gigs we did on our last tour. So we kind of wanted to do this tour again, like kind of replicate it, just to get back up there again and do it all at once, because the first tour was like really good. And like Whitchurch, that was because we've done it on a Friday night again, because we played it on the Friday last time and that just went off. That was fantastic. So good. So we've purposely done them again because of that, really. To be fair.
Why mess with success?
Exactly.
That's the real question.
Yeah, man.
So have you got much new material for that tour then?
Well, this one is basically the thing we'll be promoting on that tour. Not Worth It, the one we're gonna play later. That's why we're bringing it out like a week before. But apart from that, no, that'll be like afterwards, really. That'll be afterwards again. People have to wait.
Oh, such a tease. It sounds like the guys have. You've had a bit of a change in lineups in the last time since I've seen you. I would like to touch on that. Just
can do
a little bit if that's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
What went down?
Well, basically, I mean, I'm gonna try be as diplomatic as possible, right? But what happened was it kind of come out of the blue, really, with Phil. He just turned up round one day and was like, I'm just not feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
But 2 days later he was in the covers band, so we took it like, well, he weren't making any money, so he decided to join a covers band. That's how we see it, you know.
It's a bit of an unfortunate trend with music.
And I mean, I understand it, definitely. Like, obviously, he's a lot older than us anyway, and he's been doing the original thing for ages, a lot longer than we have. And he probably at that point in life where he was like, I just need to just do it for fun now, rather than wanting to get somewhere with it, if you know what I mean, to a certain extent. But, yeah, all that sort of happened. We were drummerless for not that long, really. Found Matty Larkman. He's an absolute geezer. He's from Norwich. Found him. God, can't talk. Found him on Join My Band, and I just got in contact with him. Started talking. First rehearsal he had with us, that was like, yes, mate, you're in the band, you're quality.
Magical.
So yeah, it's like it was meant to be anyway.
I keep making Ryan laugh just before we go on air. That's not very professional, is it? I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry.
No, don't be.
Good. So you're going to be doing a bit of a live set for us in the next hour of the show. We've got some brand new music from you as well. I am very, very excited for that. I do want to talk a little bit more about the tour and what sort of bits and pieces you're expecting from that.
Oh, well, what do you want to know? That's the thing. I mean, like, we'll do, obviously, the gigs, they're all free entry as well. I better mention that because
very important.
That's obviously an important thing. They're all free entry, so if you do know anyone or you're going to be in any of those places or got any friends and family up there, let them know that your absolute geezer of a friend, Ryan, has got a band called T.O.R. and they're playing in a venue somewhere.
Oh, wonderful.
To be fair, we just want to get back on the road, man. Like, being on the road with just the lads and just having a good laugh is like the best thing in the world, you know.
It's the best feeling ever.
It's literally just the best thing. Just playing shows every night, eating Pound Bakery sausage rolls. Oh, I can't wait.
You're just so obsessed with the Pound
I'm
Bakery.
more excited for the Pound Bakery, right, than I am the gigs.
Right, you need to tell me a bit more about
basically,
this. Pound Bakery.
In Northwich, I think they've got one in Sheffield. They didn't have one in Whitchurch, did they? No. So Northwich and I think Sheffield have got one. I don't know, didn't go. But we basically found this Pound Bakery, and it's like Greg's, but everything's a quid, and it's like so much better. And me and Hodgie walked in for the first time, and my favourite band of all time is Oasis, and I walked in and they were playing Oasis, and I was like, I'm meant to be here right now, you know what I mean? I love sausage rolls, right, and I love Oasis, and I've walked in and it's just all going on. I'm loving it.
That sounds excellent.
Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, dear. So, I mean, we've got some really good support bands as well. One of them is when we were in British Rejects, we had an old drummer called Liam Sparks, and he's got a new band.
That goes back a bit, doesn't it? British
indeed,
Rejects.
Yeah, that's ages ago now.
That must have been the first time I got you on.
It would have been indeed, yeah. But yeah, he's got a new band called Beachcomber, and they're from Sheffield, and they're like a indie wave sort of band.
Excellent.
So they're going to be really cool to play with. I think Bouquet of Dead Crows, that's another one. They're quite local as well. I didn't realise, but they got put on the same bill on the Sheffield gig as well. And I didn't realise how. I think they're from Cambridge, I think.
Oh, brilliant.
Or Bury St Edmunds. It's one of them. One of the two. But I didn't realise how local they were to us. And I was like, all right. So they're going to be travelling like quite far as well, you know what I mean?
Any other bands supporting you on the tour that you're really excited to be sharing the stage with?
I'm looking forward to hearing a band called, I believe they're called Scream of Sirens.
Yeah, Scream of
on
Sirens.
our Friday night at Percy's in Whitchurch.
Yeah.
They're a female band that do sort of riffy rock.
Fantastic.
I'm quite excited to listen to them.
Yeah, they're cool. They look cool as well. They look like proper. They got the vibe, you know. When you just look at a band, you
They've
think
got the look.
they got it. You know, what I mean? They do look really good. Oh dear. So
That's
I mean,
it's
it's
a
gonna be
surprisingly
really good,
important thing when you're performing live on stage is to remember that it is a performance, and you do have to have a bit of a look, which lots of people forget.
Yeah,
you get so many people that will just they'll go up in jeans and a t-shirt, very very mismatched.
Yeah.
They don't fit together. I don't know where my mouth is going with that one.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've seen, like, without naming names and stuff, obviously not that sort of people. Like, you do, obviously, doing the circuit for as long as, like, especially me and Andy have been in, like, Rejects together as well. You kind of notice who wants to do it because they want to do it as a career than the people who are just doing it for fun. If you know what I mean, you can kind of distinguish the difference after a while.
And that doesn't discredit the people.
No,
that
definitely
are doing
not.
it for
Like, they're
fun
just
at all.
equally as good musicians if you want to do it for fun. But all means, I don't care. You know what I mean? All music's good music, in my opinion.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can definitely tell. Like, if you're dressing well, it's always like a one-up in the public eye, anyway.
Until you get mentioned in a review that I look.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, we played a gig in Cambridge. I think it's called the Boathouse.
Okay, yeah, I'm very familiar with the venue.
And we went up there, and I went in a white shirt and I had it tucked in with a belt. I was looking like a right geezer. And then this bloke who wrote a review of us from that What's Name, he just said, "Oh yeah, except from the bass player, he looks like he's just stepped out of his office job."
That was brilliant, though. That was funny.
Oh,
and
that's
then
fantastic.
For gigs furthermore, I'd get teased by the rest of the band, like, "Oh, where's the gig shirt?"
Where's the white shirt at? That's where I wanted to know.
Was that much of an eye opener for you then?
You never worn it since, eh?
I wore it a few times just to keep the joke up, but then it got old.
Turn
Dead
it into
mean.
a part of the uniform. I flipped the mic up just as you were in the middle of talking about beans. Then we do love beans.
Love a bean.
That was a brilliant band that got in touch with me recently called Two Wolves with a single from their album Our Fault. It's called Unwritten Names and it's available online now. Oh, I don't know what's going on in the studio tonight.
He was going to treat me like a princess,
and
now he's not. He's just putting it in a mug.
Yeah, because I'm going to mug you off.
Oh,
hey!
God. Thank you, darling.
I'll steal it back and mug you.
I did get you in here for a reason tonight, guys, and that's because you've got a new single out.
It's not just for beans. We're not just here for the beans.
I'm always here for the beans.
Well, technically we are, yeah. But yeah, we've got a new single coming out, haven't we, Andy?
Yeah, it's called Beans.
No, it's not.
Yay!
It's not called Beans. It's called Beansworth. No, it's not. It's called it's called Not Worth It. If you're a fan of like early Arctic Monkeys stuff, then you probably like this. It's kind of the sound we're sort of diversing into now, sort of exploring that sort of thing. A bit more rappier from me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
weird, isn't it? I sing normally. Well, I try to.
It's like early noughties Robbie Williams.
Yeah. The song's called Angels.
This is you trying to do rap stuff.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, what do you want to know? Do you want to know anything about it?
I want to know a bit more about what was going through your head when you wrote it, and the process for writing. Because you've been away from the studio for a while, so it's always interesting when you come back with fresh ideas and a fresh band. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, like when obviously like we spoke before, we brought Maid out when Hodge was in the band. Then we gigged relentlessly for like 6 months, and then we had a bit of downtime when Phil left. I think this song come before that though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
it
a couple of
was.
months beforehand. It's one of Hodge's original ideas. He sort of just done a demo on GarageBand on his phone, like sent it to all us lot. We all learnt it, got in the rehearsal space like the next week, smashed it out within like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and then I had to take it home, write the lyrics for it because
nice.
it actually happened quickly. It was like really quick transition from a demo to like the full live thing. So I had to take it home, write the lyrics. I mean, the lyrics are about your mate that's an absolute nightmare on a night out. Everyone's got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got one. And he's just causing trouble and you're like, it's just not worth it, mate. Just go home.
Leave it
it's
out.
all right. Just go. Just leave it. We'll carry on. You just go home, all right? It's about that. It's about that sort of thing, innit?
To be honest, I was really caught off guard when you started rapping.
Well, yeah. Well, me and Hodge had spoke before about it, like when he first sent it, and he was like, "I'd really love you to do that sort of Arctic Monkeys-esque second album sort of." It's not rapping; it's more like spoken word, isn't it? Like sort of vibe.
We started playing it when you had the lyrics and you started rapping, and I was just like, "What the devil is this?"
This is the thing with all our songs. These guys never know what the vocal melodies or the lyrics are going to be until I bring them to the practice room, and I like that because if they go, "Oh, look, that's good," then you know it's good because it's a genuine reaction. Whereas if I send it to them, they could sit home and go, "Oh, that's rubbish," but we'll tell them it's good anyway. You know what I mean?
So you don't want that.
You don't want that. That's why I do it. I spring it on surprise. Like I do purposely.
We regularly have to baste his ego.
Yeah. I'm the front man. You got to do that. You just got to put me down a level every now and then. That's what you're here for.
You're precious.
Oh, dear.
Shall we put the song on?
Yes, can do.